Hello everyone, welcome to another art supply haul. In my previous art supply haul, I showed you the stuff that I bought about a year or 1.5 years ago. In today's video, I'm gonna show you art supplies that I bought between 6 months to maybe 1 year. So as you can see, I'm slowly working my way through two newer supplies. So I'll be doing more art supply hauls in the future. But for now, let's get straight to the first thing I have to show you, that is the Faber-Castell Pit Artist Pen Brush set. Now I have had the same set that I bought many years ago, and those pens were used really well. That is why I bought the same set again. I think this is an ink based pen. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section, but this is my understanding. I don't know a lot about these pens, just that they are very durable. Faber-Castell is a German brand. The pens are well made and very durable. And by the way, I also got these acrylic markers along with this one. The reason is because I don't have a lot of pens. I have a lot of art supplies, but I don't really have a lot of pens. That's why I bought both sets at the same time. Anyway, getting back to the Faber-Castell set. This is, as I said, it is ink based. When the ink is wet, you can smudge it and create some painterly effects with it. But when the ink dries up, they become pretty permanent. So this is a permanent ink and it's odorless. There's really no fragrance coming from it, so it's ideal for working in closed spaces like my apartment. And also these colors are very vibrant. There are 13 here, but they offer bigger sets. So let's do a little swatches just to see the colors. Now if you're into journaling or card making, stuff like that, which I'm not really into, but if you are, then this is a very good option to get some colors. So you can use it for calligraphy or journaling, card making. I use these. I don't even know what I use them for, but mostly to put details to my watercolor paintings. So these are some of the swatches I have done, and you can see that the colors are very nice. And they also offer bigger sets if that's what you want. Alright, moving on to the next set that I have. It's another pen set. These are markers, and as you can see, it's clearly a children's brand. And this is said to be a dual tip marker. These pens can be used on rocks, glass, wood, paper, and this brand is Artistro. A lot of different other brands make the same art supply. Artistro is fairly cheap, and it's a children's brand, so it's priced lower than some of the other brands that I saw. This is said to be a dual tip marker, which means there's a pen tip and a dot tip. Now I prefer the dot tip and it covers a larger area, but this thing tends to get damaged. Acrylic is a water soluble medium. When I first started painting, I thought acrylic was the middle ground. It's water soluble but also has some of the qualities that oil paints can have. So I found that to be a fairly good middle grounds. And also, if you use these markers on softer paper, softer surfaces, it can damage the surface. So what I feel like is it's good to use them on heavier paper, like 300 GSM or higher would be a good option. This set offers 24 colors and they are extremely vibrant. And also I bought this particularly for the white color because it can be used to put highlights on my oil pastel paintings or watercolor paintings. I don't think these pens are available open stock, which means you can't buy them separately. As far as I know, you have to buy sets. Anyway, the 24 is a good range, and also these come in like this flimsy cardboard box. Obviously it's a children's brand, it's fairly less expensive, so you can't really expect a lot from this. Let's move on to the next art supply. This is a good alternative to Sakura Micron pens, and these pens are fairly inexpensive in the US. But the thing is, when they are bought here down to my country, usually taxes and delivery charges get added on, and the price of a pen becomes almost twice as much. That's why I can't be using these as regularly as I want to. So these are good, cheap alternatives. These are just carbon pens, I think. The ink or carbon, I don't know, but you can use it for everyday sketches. Alright, so next move on to the sketchbooks and notebooks. And the first thing I had to show you is this set of notebook and the pen. It's a Korean product, and the best thing about this pen is that it is also a bookmark. This thing gets stuck on the pages pretty tightly. It doesn't fall off, slip, or because it's a hook, right? So it doesn't fall off. So it is a bookmark as well as a pen, and it's a pretty cool stationery thing that I got. Also, this sketchbook, it's a notebook actually. Now let me give you a little close up of how this paper looks. As you can see, it has 3 layers, and this is the first time I'm seeing a notebook like this. It's a 3-layered paper bound together to create this notebook. If anybody knows what this paper is, please put a comment in the comment section maybe, because I have no idea. This is the first time I'm seeing something like this, and also this looks handmade. So let's test that out. I'll put some watercolor paint on it. Wow, it creates a very nice, wonderful effect. Um, so this thing seems to absorb water. It works really well with wet mediums. Alright, we have to move on, but if you know anything about this, just do let me know in the comment section. I'm very interested to know more about this stationery thing. Alright, so moving on, I have another type of notebook next. Now this is a hardcover notebook, very small, and it has really nice patterns. Now you can find these on amazon.com. I think that's where I bought both from. I bought about 5 of these, I think, and I only have 2 of them left with me now, and I'll be keeping these for myself. The biggest reason why people buy this type of thing is because this is pretty. They are perfect for gifting. Now this paper is extremely poor quality paper. It's just regular half sheet paper you would get in any store. There's nothing fancy about this at all, and this paper doesn't really work well on any medium. I have yet another notebook over here, and this is called the Tropical Wonderland series. I got this from a local book sale, and this is a set of 3 journals, and let's take them out. Okay, so as you can see, some of them have rules on them. So obviously this is strictly meant for writing. They are just journaling notebooks. There's a one notebook that has like blank pages. All 3 of these notebooks have a similar theme going on. Once again, this is perfect for gifting, and the paper quality is slightly better than the previous one that you saw, but I don't see a huge difference. Personally, I prefer this set to the previous set. Next, I have washi tape. I have about 3 packs here. Some of these have been bought from local stores, while the others have been bought online. This is just decorative masking tape. People use these for different types of purposes, like journaling, card making, things like that, book binding. So the purpose of washi tape is different. So this pack is has a very vintage theme going on, as you can see. This happens to be my favorite one. Anyhow, this is my favorite, and I also particularly don't like these really thin ones. I don't know what to use them for. This is one downside of buying stuff online because I saw the whole thing as one washi tape. But when I got this, I found out that it's actually four different ones. Other one is has a like a really cool botanical theme, flowers and like leaf patterns in the wash. Oops, almost dropped it. This is the one I like the most. Oh, I like this one too. These are the two that I like the most. Oh, I like this one too. Look at that. Really cool. That's another one I like. Wow. This one has a lot of washi tape that I like. A lot of really nice patterns. You can use these for collage type of artwork. Next up, I have this tiny rusty tin box. I like vintage tins. I know that many people enjoy collecting vintage items like this one. The appeal is that the nostalgia in the historical value, but for me, I like the craftsmanship and the uniqueness of old items. That's why I buy these vintage kind of things. I'm not a huge fan of collecting vintage items. If I see something really unique, like the intricate details and all the effort that has been put into doing a small thing like this, so that's what I appreciate. So if I see something like that for a reasonable price, I would always get it. Anyway, both of these are really cool, and I decided I should store some kind of vintage, like really old oil pastels in them. Now, this one has some oil pastels that are not really old, but these are water soluble oil pastels. So, I stored these in this small tin, and the other one to store Taylor Rowney oil pastels. These are super old oil pastels. Must be many years old, and they have dried up. They are super dry, almost powdery and crumbly chalk, but I want to store them in this box. So that's the other one I want to show you. Next up, I have this soap. This soap is also something I got during this time that I bought a couple of brushes, and those brushes are super expensive. So I want to buy a soap. You know what? I'll first show you the brushes. These are called Silver Black Velvet, and it's a watercolor brush, very popular. And this brush is a mixture of squirrel and synthetic hair. It naturally holds a lot of water, and also the shape of the brush. You can see that it's really thick in the middle and very thin at the tip. The base is supposed to hold a lot of water, and then the tip is very thin, right? Very sharp. That is to deposit that water slowly on the paper. So this shape is ideal for watercolor paintings. I had another one of these brushes. Unfortunately I can't find it now, but I got two brushes in two different sizes. And that's the reason why I bought the soap, because I want these brushes are expensive. I want to give them proper care. Now this soap is supposed to remove pigment that's left on the brush after you have done painting. I have used the soap a couple of times and it works really well. I don't know whether regular soap will also have the same kind of effect, but anyway, moving on. It seems like I don't have anything else on my desk at the moment. I have a lot of other art supplies that I pretty recently bought, so I'll be back with another art supply video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time with more art videos. Bye bye.